Hello, crafty friends. It's Debbie with Make It With Me. I am participating in the Team Tiny Hop this month, and I'm using this Enduring Beauty new stamp set with a layering stencils from Stampin' Up. They finally got with it and did some layering stencils, so I was really excited about it. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying really hard to get back in the groove of things, and since the holidays, it hasn't slowed down, and I've been sick, and there's other sickness in my family, and just a lot of other personal things going on with some old things coming up. And but anyway, I'm trying really hard to get back into it. I miss you guys. I miss doing videos, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss this one. So what I'm doing here is, as I said, Stampin' Up! Has a layering stencil now, and I was so excited about that, and I thought this little flower stamp was so pretty. Well, it's not a little stamp, it's actually quite a large one. But I really like the way this one does. You stamp it first and then stencil it, and I think I've seen these other places, but I hadn't tried one yet. Now you can see the notch down there in the right corner. That is to line the stencil up, and they're also, you can't see them in the video because they're just really small, but they are numbered as well. So I'm going to do this first layer here, and this one is, I really thought this yellow was going to be a lot brighter, so I don't know if maybe I had a little bit darker yellow on this brush and didn't clean it well or something, but because this is a really super light yellow, it's called a Lemon Lolly. It's one of the new colors from Stampin' Up, and it's normally much lighter, so I think I may have had a little darker yellow on that brush. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. I know my voice is really deep. It's stopped up. Allergies. Weather here in Kentucky has been all over the place. Cold one day, hot the next. Cold one day, hot the next. It's been crazy. But so my allergies are kicking up again. Now my next layer here is going to be the Daffodil Delight, which is also normally a pretty light yellow, but with this brighter yellow, it looks pretty dark. So now I'm just going to do this center stencil, and I was really torn about what color to do that in, but I decided to go with a rust color. I just thought it looked pretty with the yellow, and I didn't want to make it too dark. I practiced with this once before I did this video, just because I wanted to make sure I knew how to use it, but I picked colors that were way too dark. I thought that they were going to be much lighter, and I got them too dark. So you definitely, if you do this one, you want to use the lighter colors. You can with that second color use a little bit darker, but on this center part you definitely want to go light, because with that black being in the center of it, it really can get dark. So here's what we ended up with. I think these are really pretty though. And now we're going to start doing the leaves. Or wait a minute, is this my next? Let me see. No, I'm sorry. Thought I was finished. I thought I had gone on to the leaves, but I'm adding some more yellow here just to kind of brighten it up a little bit, do the second layer. But I think it's looking really good. But I like the way it layers up. I like the notches. I like that they're numbered. I don't know that the numbers are really all that necessary, because I think it's pretty obvious, to me, it was anyway, pretty obvious what order they went in. But I'm liking how the yellows turned out. I think it's really pretty. And then so the other two stencils will do the leaves. Now there was one thing on this leaf one, and you'll see that when I get to it. There are two or three little flower buds on this one. And I guess, I don't know, I guess they're supposed to maybe stay green. I mean, buds are green sometimes, but I decided I didn't want to do it that way. So I got out one of my little tiny blending brushes, and I'm going to do those buds in the yellow. I just decided I wanted to be in the yellow instead of the green. So I'm going to use this little tiny blending brush and get those. And then while I'm doing this, I just want to talk a little bit about Team Tiny. I think Team Tiny's been struggling a little bit lately. And I know I've missed the last couple of months myself, but I'm really, really hoping to free up some time and start doing videos again. I really, really miss it, and I really miss seeing you guys. And I really want to get rid of some more D-stash stuff and give some things away. I think I still owe some, and I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, just to not get too personal, but there's just been a lot going on. Some things coming up that have just been, taking some time, and then my husband's been having some medical things, and I've had some. So it's just been one thing after another since the holidays. But not to make excuses, but life just happens sometimes, and I know it's been a while since I've been on, and I just feel bad about that. But I really am interested to see what everybody's been up to. I haven't even really been getting on Zoom all that much. And so I want to start doing a little bit more of that too, and do some lives and get some folks on the Zoom with me. I'm thinking about starting a new group. I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to maintain it, though. I don't want to start it and then disappear. So let me know in the comments on this if you think that you might be interested in a new group. Because like I said, I think Team Tiny's having some trouble and with just participants and stuff. So I don't know. I'm hoping they'll be able to revamp it because I do really like it. I think they do a lot of good things. I just know it's probably been really frustrating for those in charge. Just things, I don't know. I just think in general, a lot of the places, YouTube channels I used to watch a lot have just not been doing as much. I don't know what's going on, but I know there's still a lot of crafting going on. So I'm hoping we can all just get back into the groove of things. So here I'm just taking my marker and I'm just going to fill in the stems. You really can't see it on the video, but there were some little places for the stems, but I just didn't feel like it. I got in there really good with it with the larger brushes because I was trying to add that yellow on the buds instead of making it green. But I really do like the way it turned out. I just think it needs a little bit of something extra here. So I'm going to get my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen out. I'm just going to kind of go over it with some glitter, give it a little bit of bling. You know me, I like the bling. I can't believe how nasally I sound. I'm so sorry. I did not realize my voice was going to sound this bad when I did this. So I've got a little bit of that on there. And here, I'm about to realize that I made a mistake. I should not have put I want to say Wink of Stella, the Spectrum Noir sparkle pen. I should not have done that yet. Because my plan was, I made a mask to go on this. And I had already cut it out. And my plan was to mask it and do some, like some splatter and different things around the edge. So I'm just going to take a chance here. I'm going to go out and get my splatter box. And I'm going to use some spritzers. These are kind of some homemade spritzers. These are spritzers I got from Stampin' Up! And I just used my re-inkers to make some spritzer colors that I wanted. And I think this is going to be the Rich Razzleberry and one of the blues. I think it's the Pretty Peacock. It's a lot lighter than the actual color because I didn't put as much ink in it. But I do like the way this turned out. I took a real chance there just laying that mask on top without sticking it down, but it seemed to work. And these I mixed instead of with alcohol or with water, I mixed them with alcohol. And they dry faster, so you don't have to wait for it to dry, and it doesn't get real wet. This is also an online only set that's really pretty that I like, the Irresistible Blooms. I'm going to do a video with that set. The dies are so pretty with it. But I want to use that Hello greeting from this one. And I realized when I opened that, I had not even, I bought that one, but I hadn't even put the stickers on the stamps yet. So I kind of did that off camera. I didn't figure y'all wanted me to watch me do that. So I'm just going to glue my card front down and then get this greeting ready to go on. And this card is almost finished. It was actually a pretty quick one. I think I really like this layering stencil. I think I really do. I don't know if I'd want too many more layers than that. I like that it only had 5. Because if you needed to make a card real quick for something, and look how pretty it is. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to play around with it some more with some other color combinations and see what I find that I like. And I even think it's just really fast coloring. I mean, if you don't have to, I love to color, I love to color, but sometimes I just don't have time for all that coloring. And I want to get, or I need to make some cards to fill my card rack or something. And I just think this one, you could make some really pretty cards in triplicate, or what do they call it? Just make more of them. Mass produce. That's what I'm thinking. You could really mass produce this one pretty easily with just you just stencil a bunch of them, do your sprays, and the only other thing I'm really adding here is just a light greeting, small greeting with that black mat. And then I do end up adding a few enamel dots, which, by the way, I made using my drops that I ordered. The colors were so pretty. Y'all, if you haven't seen these drops that Stampin' Up! Has, they're really pretty, and the bottles are good size. And but it's got a silver, a gold, and a copper, and they're really pretty. Look how pretty those turned out. So I'm going to put just a few of the silver ones on here. I had this backing was from, I was doing something on my Cricut, and I think it was from the transfer paper, and I noticed it had a slick side on it, so I saved it, and I've been cutting them up and making my own enamel dots with them. And then this way I don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry or anything like that. So I hope that you like this. I hope this flowers of spring make you as happy as they do me. Thanks for watching, and happy stamping.